Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy spot! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Hey, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Betfred Super League Round 3 preview and predictions. We're going to be doing our tips for Round 3 of the Betfred Super League. And as always, I am joined by CJ Moxley. CJ, mate, how you going, bro? It's good to have you on the Super League preview as always, mate. And then, mate, how the hell are you going?
Oh, I'm good, mate. There's just some dreadful weather down here. That's all that's blocking me. But keen for another week of Super League, Round 3. Going to be a good round, a lot of blockbuster games to get through. So very keen to get into it.
Well, mate, I'm in a good mood because SALFORD are 2-0 to start the year. Your boys, Warrington, they're 2-0 to start the year. Also, shout out to Just Rugby League as well. His WIGAN Warriors, they're 2-0 to start the year. So there's a real positive vibe about the Super League at the moment with all of our teams. They're all doing very well. So it's been a good start to the year for the Super League. I've actually really enjoyed some of the games over the weekend. Obviously, some of them were blowouts, but the CATALANS and WAKEFIELD game last week was a bit of a surprise considering how close that one was. We all thought CATALANS would win by 40, but there's some really tough games to pick this weekend. Obviously, LEEDS and CATALANS might be a tough one. Hull KR CASTLEFORD could be literally a flip of the coin. Hull FC and SALFORD, another one. Every other game looks pretty one-sided. Hell, WIGAN and HUDDERSFIELD might be a tough game because HUDDERSFIELD are 2-0 as well. So there's a lot of really intriguing games this weekend. But before we get into the Super League Round 3 preview predictions and tips or whatever you want to call it, make sure you all go ahead and like this live stream or the video, however you put it as. If you watched it live, then like the live stream. If you didn't see it live, then make sure you still like the video and comment your thoughts in the live chat or in the comment section below, your tips for Round 3 of the Super League. And go and check out the YouTube channel of CJ Moxley as well. The link is in the description below. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated. It really means a lot. But also, I want to shout out the live chat. Hello to Luke Melbourne Storm fan, Warriors and NRL Fanatics, Just Rugby League is here as well. 4K is in the live chat as well. And Ark is there too. So some big games this weekend. But CJ, just want to quickly go over last round. What was your favourite game of last weekend besides obviously Warrington winning?
It's a tough one. There was a few good games this week, last week. I'm going to go from the ones that I saw. I'm probably going to have to go with the first game. I forgot what it was, First game.
Warrington was first.
Oh, typical. Yeah, well, and St. Helens versus Hull, I reckon, because just purely based on the class of players like Alex Walmsley, Mark Percival, James Roby. I know it was a blowout, but I think they played really good in those conditions. And I think, just the class of St. Helens was really entertaining.
For me, it was WIGAN. I did not think WIGAN would win by as much as I did against LEEDS. I thought WIGAN played really well last week. It was a great result for them. Jai Field, he was the player of the round in my opinion. Was he your player of the round as well?
He was one of two players of my round for me.
Who was the other one then for you?
Well, I did not watch it. I watched the highlights. Ken Sear from Salford.
Oh yes, Ken Sear scoring 4 tries against Toulouse, which was a very nice result for us. But enough about round 2. Let's get into round 3, CJ. Some good games this weekend, and it all kicks off on Friday morning here at over here in Australia. Friday morning, kicking off at 7 a.m. New South Wales time. This game is being played on Fox Sports, on Fox League there, and KO, also on Sky Sports over in the UK. It is LEEDS versus CATALANS. This is going to be a very intriguing game. If LEEDS lose this, they'll be 0-3 to start the year. If Catalans don't win this, they'll be 1-2. So very important game for both sides. Leeds are getting desperate. Catalans, well, round one, we all know they were terrible against St. Helens, and then they just got over the line against Wakefield. As for Leeds, well, unlucky not to beat Warrington in round one, but last week they were just pretty much bashed by the Wigan Ford pack. CJ, who wins this one on Friday morning? It's a tough game to pick. The odds for the game, Catalans are $1.75 favourites. Leeds are at $2.05, so Catalans just favourites there at Headingley. Who wins this one, mate? It's going to be a tough game to pick.
I'm going against the odds, and I'm going for Leeds to win their first game of the year. Obviously, Austin and Caesar, they're starting to connect a bit. I think Blake Austin was pretty solid last week. I'm going for Leeds by 6, 20 points to 14. I think Catalans dropped off in the second half last week, which really will play an advantage for Leeds. Although Leeds did get bashed, I think they were in the game for the first 40. And yeah, I'm going to go for Leeds to get their first game of the year, purely based on being at the Headingley as well, which will help them.
This is such a hard game to tip because last week for Catalans, I thought Gil Dudson and Dylan Napa in the front row were big losses for Catalans, and Wakefield were able to go straight through them and create opportunities. So this is such a hard game to pick, man. I don't know which way to go. Like I said, Catalans $1.75, Leeds $2.05 at Headingley. Will Leeds go 0-3? Can they get a win? Will Catalans can they travel away from France to get the job done? Oh, it's so hard. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go Leeds as well. I'm gonna go Leeds. I think at home they're so desperate. They can't be 0-3. Leeds can't be 0-3. If they do, it'll be panic stations for Leeds. This is such a tough game. I'm gonna go Leeds. And I'm going to go Leeds by 4. I think it'll be a really tight game. I've got no confidence in either team here. I just think desperation and home ground advantage, and Austin and Caesar's second game together, I think they will get going. Leeds to win by 4, and anytime try scorer, I'm going to go with Cruz Leeming to score a try.
Fair enough. I'm going to go with Blake Austin, a bag one.
Blake Austin to score another one. Yep, sounds good. Well, we're both going Leeds, 1-12. It's so hard to pick.
They can't.
It's so hard to pick. It could literally go either way, that one. Now let's get to the other game, which is also on Friday morning at 7 a.m. New South Wales time. This game is not being televised, but it should be a good one. 7 a.m. Friday morning, New South Wales time. It's Wigan versus Huddersfield. Another game that's really intriguing now. Wigan, they are $1.25 favourites here. Huddersfield at $4.10. Not a bad price for the Giants. Now, Wigan obviously have been very impressive the first 2 rounds of the season. Huddersfield have been good as well. Also going 2-0. Tough one to call this one. Can Huddersfield cause an upset at the DW Stadium? Who wins this one, CJ? What do you reckon about Wigan Huddersfield?
Yeah, look, it could be a close game, but I do think we're going to win 13 plus. I'm going to go Wigan by 16, 34 points to 18. Anytime try scorer, who I believe will be playing John Bateman. I think John Bateman can bag something in there. Jai Field's been out of this world as of recent weeks. Yeah, I'm going for Wigan 13 plus, 34 points to 18. But they've come out a different beast this year, Wigan, especially Jai Field. It's going to be hard to see Bevan French take his spot back, but I'm going to go Wigan 13.
Well, he could play this weekend. I'm hearing that there's a chance that he will play.
What position?
Well, he might be on the wing. He could be in the centres. Who knows? But I'm hearing that Bevan French is a massive chance to play this weekend. So we'll soon find out what happens there. But you're going Wigan by 16, which is very, very interesting. See, I want to tip Huddersfield, but I can't. I don't trust them yet. They beat Toulouse, and they beat a really, really poor Hull KR team. Wigan, on the other hand, they've been impressive. They've been very impressive. They beat Hull KR away, which was good. Again, Hull KR haven't been good to start the year as well. And Wigan last week against Leeds, I thought they were very impressive. So I think Wigan have been the better of the two sides in the opening 2 rounds. If Huddersfield win this game, then they might actually be the real deal. But until they are the real deal, until I've seen them be the real deal, I think Wigan are going to get the job done here. So I'm going to go Wigan by 10. Wigan by 10 points. And I'm going to go Kai Pearce-Paul to score a try anytime for Wigan. I reckon he'll get over. I've been liking him lately. He's been playing right centre, and he's actually been playing really well, Kai Pearce-Paul. So I'm going to go Wigan by 10 and Kai Pearce-Paul to score at any time. Should be a good one. Should be a good game. Now, let's go to the next game, which is on Saturday morning at 7 a.m. New South Wales time, live on Fox League and on KO, and it's also on Sky Sports over there in the UK. It is Hull KR versus Castleford, 7 a.m. on Saturday morning, New South Wales time. Hull KR are favourites here at $1.70. Castleford at $2.15. Now, let me just start by saying both teams have been absolutely dreadful to start the year. Hull KR, they have fucked my tips the first 2 rounds. I had them in round 1 for a perfect round. They ruined it. I had them last week as well. They ruined it as well. Hull KR have let me down the first 2 rounds. And as for Castleford, well, I watched them against Warrington last week, and gee whiz, they were dreadful. This is a hard game to pick. Like I said, Hull KR are $1.70 favourites, Castleford at $2.15. I've got no idea which way to go here, CJ. Who do you like in this one?
I'm liking Hull KR more. I think if Lachlan Coote plays, it's a big boost for them as well. Castleford have only really put 26 points on in the last 2 weeks, and their defense leaking almost 30 points both rounds, absolutely, not on. And I believe they are playing at Craven Park in Hull.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to go with Hull KR by 8. I think it will be a close game, but I think it's going to be a very, droopy game. Not many completion sets being, filled. Not many. It's just going to be one of those games, I reckon. But I'm going to go Hull KR by 8. I'll go 18 points to 10, and an anytime try scorer. I'll go Jordan Abdul.
I've got no idea which way to go here. I don't know. I'm just having a look at the first 2 rounds for both sides. Hull KR scored 10 points in round 1, and they scored fucking 12 last week. So they scored 22 points in the first 2 rounds. And as for Castleford, well, they scored 16 against Salford, and they scored 10 against Warrington. So they've only scored 26 points. So there's not much difference between either side here. I don't know which way to go here, but I think Castleford are going to win. I'm going to go to the Tigers. I've got absolutely no confidence in saying that. Hull KR, Castleford, honestly, it's a genuine flip of the coin game for me. Hull KR have let me down the first 2 rounds. Castleford, I haven't tipped them the first 2 rounds. This is the game that Castleford can win, and if Hull KR lose this, they could be in a lot of trouble. Because the loser of this game will be 0-3, and the panic stations will be on for both sides, whoever loses this game. I'm gonna go to the Castleford Tigers, and you know what? I reckon it'll be a low-scoring game. I don't see it being high-scoring. Both teams are really struggling to score points, so I'm gonna go the Castleford Tigers to beat Hull KR on Saturday morning. I'm gonna go the Tigers by 2. Like I said, it's a flip of the coin. Tigers by 2, and I reckon it'll be a really low-scoring game. And for an anytime try scorer, I'm going to go. I'm going to go Gareth O'Brien to score.
Yep.
O'Brien will score.
Brian, eh?
I've got no confidence in either side, but Tigers to win by 1. Tigers by 2, and Gareth O'Brien will score.
Is the game televised?
Yeah, this game's on KO and Fox on Saturday morning, 7 a.m. New South Wales time. So I'll probably live stream this game, so everyone tune into that on Saturday morning. Now let's get to the other game on Saturday morning, which is also at 7 a.m. New South Wales time. It's this game is not being televised. It's 7 a.m. New South Wales time. It is St. Helens versus Wakefield. Saints, they are $1.05. Wakefield at $9.30.
Oh.
Now, obviously, Saints are at home at the totally wicked stadium. They're going to be hard to beat at home. Wakefield, the first 2 rounds, full credit to them. They were very close against Hull FC, and they were very close against Catalans. CJ, are Wakefield any chance against Saints on Saturday morning?
Look, I know I said it about Catalans last week that there are no chance, but against St. Helens, the current three-peat champions at home, and how they've been performing, I'm riding off Wakefield, putting a red pen through them right now. I'm going for going for St. Helens by 34 points. I'm going to go 42-8. I'm going to say Tommy Makinson hat trick.
Oh,
Put it
you
in.
know what? That's actually a good shout, bro, because he didn't score one last week, and Saints won by a
due.
lot against Hull. They didn't even score one last week.
Yeah, I think Wakefield is going to be game's going to be over at halftime, I reckon.
Yeah. I'm going to go Saints by 36 points. Saints by 36. And I'm going to go Ignatius Parsley to score a try off the bench.
Off the bench? He's just going to come on and score?
Ignatius Parsley to score. Look, I think Wakefield will be up for it early. They'll probably do maybe some crossfield kicks, maybe a trick shot, trying to play a little bit unorthodox here. But St. Helens at home, it's a different beast, man. There's not many teams that will beat St. Helens at home this year, if any. So Saints by about 36 points, and I reckon Ignatius Parsley off the bench will bag a try. Also, just want to remind you guys, that game is Saturday morning, 7 a.m., not on TV, but Saints will probably win by a lot. Now, let's get to another game I'm looking forward to. This is going to be a cracker, I reckon. This game is on Sunday morning at 2 a.m., so basically, if you're not doing anything on Saturday night after the Charity Shield's over and the Cowboys Broncos shoulders over, stay awake. Saturday night going into Sunday morning at 2 a.m. It is Hull FC versus Salford. Come on, Salford. This is being played at Hull FC's home ground there at the K-Com, I believe. The odds for this game are unbelievable. Hull FC, $1.45 favourites. Salford, $2.75. And get this, Luke Gale is out, obviously suspended. Jake Connor returns. Salford at 2-0 to start the year, playing with plenty of confidence. This is going to be a great game. Hull FC, Salford. CJ, who wins this one? I reckon this is going to be a really tight game.
No, I have my reasons on why I'm tipping this team. I am tipping your boys Salford. I'm going to go with Salford by 8. Look, like you, I'm going to elaborate on your point with confidence. Nobody thought going into the year that Salford would be 2-0. You know, beating Castleford away and then going up against Toulouse. Obviously, you know, an easy challenge, but, you know, doing that. And the form that Ken Sear's in is just unbelievable at the moment. And Salford's confidence is through the roof. So I think they'd want to keep that momentum going. I'm going to go Salford by 8. I'm going to go 30 points to 22. I think it'll be a high scoring. And I'm going to go with Joe Burgess to score.
Joe Burgess to score. I like that. Look, I'm with you. I can't go against Salford at the moment. They've won their first 2 games. The confidence is high. It's a happy camp. I was listening to Elijah Taylor the other day talking about how the confidence is very high. And Ken Seo said it's a good vibe with everyone. But, like, you know, when you're winning, it's a good vibe as well. Because if you remember, last year, Salford was second last. They were miserable. Now they've started the year off really well, 2-0. And I know Castleford was a good result to win, but they've been dreadful and so have Toulouse. But Salford still need to prove themselves. They haven't really beat anyone yet, to be fair. They haven't beat anyone good, just really think about it. But I reckon Salford are going to win this game, CJ, and I reckon it's going to be a tight one. I'm going to go Salford by 7. Salford by 7. I reckon it'll be a 6-point game, and I reckon Mark Sneed will kick a field goal against his former team. We all know Mark Sneed used to play for Hull FC, and there'll be a little bit of tension there, obviously good tension. But I reckon this game will be high scoring. I think it'll be something like maybe like a 27-20 sort of scoreline. I think it'll be a high scoring game. Salford have scored over 24 points the first 2 rounds. So I'm going to go Salford by 7, and I'm going to go Ken Seo to get a double.
Fair call. The thing with Hull FC as well is that they're lacking Luke Gale, who is the captain of the club. So that leadership is, you know, it's still there with Jake Connor coming back. But Jake Connor's only played 1 game this year. So, he's an elite player.
In that game too. He didn't even play a full game.
Yeah, he didn't play a full game. So he hasn't really proven himself this year yet. Luke Gale's out. That's their captain. That's their game manager. So it's going to be very tough for Hull.
Well, from what I understand, Josh Reynolds will go to halfback for Hull FC. Jake Connor will go to 5'8", and they'll probably throw Jamie Shaw in at fullback, from what I understand.
I don't like that.
They've got no choice unless they want to bring or play Danny Houghton in the halves and go with a completely different rotation. But Hull FC, it doesn't look like a happy camp there at the moment. Hull FC obviously a little bit desperate at the moment. They need to get a win. But Salford 2-0 to start the year. I think Salford will win this, and I'm going to go Salford by 7. Ken Seo to get a double. Can't wait for it. Come on, Salford. And also, Warriors NRL fanatics, if you're watching, and Sam Revel, bring it on. Fuck Hull FC. Bring it on, you bastards. Can't wait. Bring it on. Bring it on, boys. Can't wait for it. The banter has just begun. I fired the first shot. Bring it on, boys. All right. Now let's get to the final game of round 3 of the Super League. And, oh, boy. Oh, my God. This might get ugly. This game is on Sunday morning at 4 a.m. The game is not on TV. I'm glad it's not on TV, actually, because I think I pulled asleep after 20 minutes. It is Toulouse versus Warrington. Warrington are $1.05 favourites here. Toulouse, $12.50. Sunday morning, 4 a.m. CJ, your boys, Warrington, they've started the year very well. What they did to Castleford last week was just outstanding. Warrington by how much in this one?
I know I'm a Wire fan, and I know it's going to sound biased. I'm going Warrington by 50 points. 56-6. Gareth Widdop double, Josh Charnley hat trick. That's one of my tips. Yeah, we're going to absolutely bathe them in blood. I think it's going to be a blowout, mate. 56-6, Warrington by 50. 3-0, go to Wire.
I know this game's in France, and Toulouse will probably be up for it the first 10, 20 minutes, but how are Toulouse going to be up for this game when Salford were already 14-0 up within 15 minutes of that game, and Salford beat them by about, 38-12. Now, with all due respect to my boys Salford, Warrington are a better team than what Salford are, in my opinion, and they have a lot more quality than what Salford do. If Salford are going to put 38-12 on fucking Toulouse, what on earth are Warrington going to do to them on bloody fucking Sunday morning? Good Lord. I'm going to go a bit different, CJ. I'm going to go Warrington by 60 points.
Oh, 60.
I'm going to go Warrington. I'm going to go fucking, 62. No, fuck it. 60-0 Warrington.
60-0.
It's going to be a blood bath. It will not be close. I'm telling you. It will not be close. And I'm going to go a bit bold here, CJ. I'm going to go fucking Ben Curry hat-trick.
Ben Curry hat-trick from fucking fuck.
I'm going for it. Ben Curry hat-trick.
Is Oliver Holmes back? No.
No. You got 2 weeks, but it doesn't matter. You don't want to play him against Toulouse.
Oh,
this is going to get really ugly for Toulouse.
I'm scared for Toulouse, mate. I'm scared for them because...
Oh, my God. It's going to get ugly. I'm telling you right now. And while I'm at it, first try score prediction. Let's go... Tell you what. Let's go first try scorer. Fuck. I'll go George Williams first try.
For me, I'm going to go with Peter Mataria.
What's that going to be paying? $2.10?
Yeah, probably.
All right. Now, let's go for the tips, mate, because I'm not sure how many me and you went different.
Yep.
But I'll go through it and you just give your tip. I think we had 2 different. So, Leeds and Catalans, I went with Leeds.
I went with Leeds as well. Yep.
Wigan and Huddersfield, I went with Wigan.
Yep, Wigan as well.
Hull Castleford, I went with Castleford.
I went with the Hull Kingston Rovers. Yep.
Saints and Wakefield, I went with Saints.
Saints.
Hull FC Salford, I went with Salford.
Salford as well, yep.
And we both went Warrington.
So only one different this week.
Yeah, the whole Castleford game went different. I think Castleford will win, but I've got zero confidence in saying that. It's going to be a good round of Super League footy. Looking forward to it. But CJ, as always, thank you for coming on the channel for the round 3 Super League preview. Now, before you go, mate, what is your bold prediction of the weekend, and what is your guarantee of the round?
Oh, bold prediction. My bold prediction is George Williams with 4 try assists. Yep. I think that's pretty bold. I think And my guarantee of the week is that St. Helens beat Wakefield 20+.
All right. For me, my bold prediction of the weekend is that Salford will win with Cansio scoring a try, and my guarantee, St. Helens and Warrington both win. Guarantee it. If I don't win, there's something wrong with them. All right.
Must.
That's it for the Super League Round 3 preview. Like and subscribe. Go check out CJ Moxley's YouTube channel. Links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.
See you, fellas.